Well, takes a lot of good play. I mean, in this day and age, I mean, every match is a tough match beginning on the first day of the tournament. So you've just got to hold your form for over a period of nearly 2 weeks and be lucky with the draw, lucky maybe with the weather.
Well, it's 5-set matches. You've got to win seven of them over a 2-week period, and you sometimes get involved in some really physical battles out there. So if you come into the Australian Open underprepared physically, you ain't going to win the title.
A lot of luck and a lot of good calls. And it takes a little dedication to get to a final. And it's once you get to a final, it's a 2-horse race. So and I always tried to keep myself in pretty good shape. So with the heat out in Australia, I like playing out here.
I think in the 80s it took a willingness to go to Australia for a month and a half, a willingness to not be in contact with your girlfriend or parents or friends, because there were no cell phones in those days. And then of course you get home to the hotel and the time change is wrong, so you don't speak to them for 5 or 6 days. A willingness to be able to focus without being covered in the media, because there wasn't too much media from Sweden coming down here. And then at Melbourne Park, I think a willingness to suffer through the heat, bring your warm clothes for the cold, rain jacket, and not knowing when you're playing. 11 in the morning, 11 at night, just be flexible.
I think I was a little different because I was only 17, 16, so I really had nothing to lose. I just went out there. I mean, I played Mary Pierce in my first final, and I was like, spring chicken. It's like, just no fear, no nerves, no nothing. I had beaten Mary before in some of the other matches and other tournaments, so I felt like I could do it, and that was the time to do. And I felt very good on the center court here in Melbourne, and it's like going back home even now when I go out there.
Well, I think you've got to know that you're capable of doing it, and I think as a little girl, I was my first Australian. I won when I was 17, and I wasn't seeded to win it, and they had the number 1 and number 2 in the world out here. And all of a sudden I became a star overnight, sort of beating Maria Bueno in the quarterfinals, and then you were sort of there, and then you were made. And these guys, Laver and Emo and Fred Stolle and all these guys, I worked with them and trained with them, so that helped me tremendously.